A very good morning to all. Welcome to science class. Now today we are going to further continue the different types of changes that we are going to see in nature. What processes occur during the change of matter? Now basically, how do we define matter? Anything that occupies space and has some mass is called as matter. There are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. Now what processes occur during the change of the matter? First one, melting. Melting is a scientific process in which the solid changes its state to liquid. When the change of state of matter is from solid to liquid, it is called as melting. Evaporating. The change of liquid state into its gaseous form is called as evaporating. Freezing. The process in which change of liquid to solid. Please children note, melting is solid changes to liquid. Now freezing is when liquid is changed to solid using low temperature, that's freezing. Deposition, that is settling down. Sublimation is the process in which the change of state of matter goes from solid directly to gaseous without undergoing the liquid state. You have your camphor balls. They are the process of sublimation. Examples of sublimation: condensation, liquid gets converted into gaseous form. Ionization, that is getting up charged. Recombination, that is combining the processes. All these are the different types of processes that occur. Now what happens when a water is taken in a bowl and heated? When you are heating water, actually you are supplying energy, that is heat energy, externally. Now when this heat is supplied, water starts evaporating. Evaporation is a process in which liquid is converted into gaseous form. The process of formation of vapor from a liquid is called evaporation. Examples: drying of clothes. When wet clothes are dried, basically what happens is the water evaporates from them. Formation of salt from seawater. Seawater is saline. Now when seawater is exposed to sun, the water evaporates, leaving behind the salt. We have studied some processes that are a part of water cycle. Basically, water cycle is the beginning of water. From the beginning part you get water, and after various processes, conversions, then returning back of water to the nature is called as the water cycle. I hope I'm clear with what is water cycle and evaporation and the examples of evaporation in our day-to-day life. So we can see in the diagram, all these are examples of evaporation. Now which are these processes? Have a look in the diagram. The main processes of water cycle are evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Now evaporation is the conversion of liquid to gas. Condensation, when liquid is converted to gaseous form. Precipitation is, you can see in the diagram how clouds are formed when water molecules, that is the moisture, they precipitate in the atmosphere, that is settle with the air molecules. Do the original properties of water change during those processes? Just think about it. Basically water, the original properties of water remain the same. The process of dissolving, boiling, melting are all examples of physical change. Now, dissolving is mixing of another substance in water, and when you evaporate, the material is left behind. When you heat it, the material is left behind and water is evaporated, and by the process of condensation the water can be collected. So water, properties of water do not change, hence the process of dissolving, boiling, melting are examples of physical change. I hope I am clear with the concepts of these different processes involved in nature. Thank you.